Have a seat. We're going to talk. My name is Jarrell. You might know me as the guy who put on the suit and did industry speeches. I covered a number of industry topics. I identified opportunities for the industry to move away from malpractices and move towards better practices, focusing on integrity, honesty, and transparency. I have made it very clear that I am not a YouTuber. I am a professional working in the games industry. I made it very clear that I'm not here for attention, and I will sometimes be covering topics and presenting topics with speeches that you will not always understand. I told you that whatever I discuss here on industry topics will be for the gamers. I am against anti-consumer practices. I'm against pro-corporate. And I asked you to be patient, to listen, and to trust me. I said everything I say in my videos will not be just literal. There's a lot of meaning to what goes into these videos, and they are not literally just to make a video for attention. They are to guide people to sharing their feedback, to lead a conversation toward a discussion, towards people sharing their perspectives, but also showing the industry how you respond to various topics with various tones and subjects, how you respond to certain situations, how you respond to information. Now, when the announcement for the Switch 2 was launched, things were not going well. There were many negative reactions online, and I posted a number of videos that were not just literal. They were prompts. They were prompts for you to share your feedback so the industry could see how you feel and how you respond to certain subjects. It did not go well in the fact that people, instead of receiving any information or viewing the matter in a subjective way, merely through tantrums, people did not care about the facts. They ignored the facts, and they only focused on hatred and anger. And people only focused on stoking that anger and hatred. And because of that, people turned on me. I was slandered online, which does not matter to me. Again, I do not care about reputation. I have no interest in popularity. But people were slandering me for a time period, and not a single content creator stood up in my defense. Now, what does that show the industry? It shows the industry that when people are shown information and facts, the hate mob online will disregard any information and won't actually watch videos and won't actually listen. I posted a number of videos to show what would happen, and you guys proved that you do not actually watch videos, you do not actually listen to information, you outright ignore it and focus on just creating hatred online. Now, what do you think you have just shown the games industry? You have just shown the games industry that there is no reason for them to listen to you. You have just shown them that there is no reason for them to accept any of your perspectives or feedback because you just act like children. There is no reason for them to say, wait, maybe these consumers are onto something. Unfortunately, I expected much better out of all of you. This is entirely my fault. This is not your fault. This is entirely my fault because I believed in you. I believed you had the maturity and the intelligence to understand what I was telling you, to understand information that was presented to you. And I'm very disappointed. Again, I have no interest in popularity. I do not care that people are slandering me online and spreading lies. That has no bearing on my life. That doesn't mean anything to me. What matters to me is that I can no longer create these speech videos addressing industry matters because of how you guys responded. Because I did a video, you guys ignored all of the information and turned everything, into hatred, hate content, into slandering, and then nobody stood up and said, wait a second, hold on, maybe there's some information in here. I've been watching all of your videos. I keep an eye on the industry. I watch what all of you post, and I'm very disappointed. I really believed in you guys. So, I have been the only industry professional addressing this matter in the public space in a direct way. Do you understand that? Are there any other professionals putting on a suit and addressing these matters in a public and open way? Who has been fighting for you for the past year? When the previous CEO of Unity, John Riccitiello, put in anti-developer and anti-consumer practices and was going to tear apart Unity as a company and rupture the industry, I first put on the suit and tie, I spoke, and we were able to remove the CEO that was destroying Unity. That is extremely difficult to do. You cannot just make that happen. That does not happen every day. That is extremely difficult. Now, my set of skills come from the industry. I am accustomed to dealing with multi-million-dollar CEOs and business owners. That is what I've done in the past. I know how to deal with them. And you do not deal with them by just throwing tantrums. I asked you to trust me, and you didn't. And because of that, I can't make these speech videos anymore. Do you understand the reasoning why? You've just destroyed our credibility. This was an endeavor with you and me, and you've destroyed our credibility with your behavior online over the past week, 2 weeks, or whatever it is. There was still so much more work that we need to do in the industry. And it is very disappointing. But unfortunately, I'll have to do this work alone now. Whatever work that I have to do in the industry now has to be behind closed doors, in stuffy boardrooms. I'm so disappointed in you. I really believed in you guys. So moving forward, I will not be addressing any industry topics whatsoever, because I can't anymore. You destroyed our credibility. Great work. I told you everything I said is not literal. I told you these videos are prompts to show the industry how you respond to stimulus, to information, and you responded in the absolute worst way possible. You could not have responded worse. And the only reason I am upset is because I believed in you. I thought you were more mature. I thought you were more intelligent. Moving forward, this channel will be strictly fun, education, and entertainment. I will not be addressing industry topics.